Here we go. It is time. RJ Plays takes on Lyon. Can we finally work up and knock PSG off of their pedestal? Let's go for it. Okay, so obviously Lyon, a club with a huge history of being successful in France and looking to get back to those ways. £17 million transfer budget is not huge. It's not going to be anywhere near the likes of PSG's in the league, but it is a decent transfer kitty to get us started. So looking at the squad, we've got some good players in here. We've got some good young players in here as well. A couple of loanees and the likes of Boateng and Lopez, who are very much veterans. Okay, so taking a look at the club vision for this. So they want us to develop the youth system, play attacking football and sign players based in France. Pretty realistic. Maintain the best youth system in the country, sign young players to develop for profit. We can try that. Work within the wage budget, of course. Continue being recognised as the best of the rest. So they're happy to be recognised as the second best team in France, but we might not necessarily share that view the whole way through. So here we go. We don't want that, and every month. Let's confirm. Let's go ahead and get cracking. So we're going to click save here straight away to make sure the game is right. So straight away we're going to look, and Lyon players in their last year of their contracts. So better than a lot of clubs on this game. There is not too many big players. The biggest one probably being Jason Diania, who is a very, very solid centre-back, one of the best two at the club, as you can see down here. Boateng rated the best, so we're happy with that. We will go ahead and make a tactics. We'll accept the current vision of the club, as they said, and then we will leave their pre-season training camp as they were. So we're going to run through this squad really quickly, see who we've got. So we've got a good keeper there in Lopez, as we said. Two good centre backs here in Dania and Boateng, and then another two with very good potential in Lucaba and Diamande, who look very much quality. We've got Dubois as that right back, probably the best one in the club at the moment, but we've also got Malo Gusto, who's good right back, potentially an even better right wing back. So that might be something to think about as we go along here. Then we've got Enrique, and Emerson obviously is in on loan from Chelsea. So we might have to try and make the most of that signing because he's a very good player on the left wing. Moving on to the midfield now, we've got a few stars in here such as Bruno there, Lucas Paqueta, of course, Aouar, and then Shaqiri here as well, which I didn't actually notice earlier. And then up top we've got Moussa Dembele. So there is a lot of strength here. There is also quite a lot of good youngsters as well. Looking at Cherokee, looks really, really quality. So let's build a tactic and take this team forwards. Okay, so after looking through the squad, we're going to go ahead and try out the 4-1-4-1 formation. So as you can see, we've got a solid back four of Dubois, Boateng, Denia and Emerson. Obviously Emerson being more of a wing back, which suits his play style. We've got Bruno in here as a deep line playmaker, trying to ping those balls forwards towards the flat four of Shaqiri on the right, Aouar and Paqueta in the middle, and Toko Ekambi on the left, with obviously Dembele up front. So as you can see, it's a very, very strong side. I'd say probably weakest at right back and left midfielder, but that's not too bad. And obviously we've got those good potential players on the bench and a few players left in the squad, if you just have a look, who may well make their way out of the club this season. So the likes of Keita, who's not really going to make it, Thiago Mendes, who is not really needed now. We have Kakare in there to use instead as that holding midfielder. But other than that, yeah, so a lot of potential, and just wait for them all to come back from holiday. Okay, and just like that, quite a bit of time has passed. So if we go ahead and look at the transfers we have made, So far outwards, we have sent quite a few people out on loan. Keita has left the club for 750k to Everton. He did have quite a good potential, but he just didn't fit what we wanted to do. And Thiago Mendes went out to Burnley for 5 million. Wanted a bit more, but that was all I could seem to get, which isn't too bad. Then the signings we've made, the big one is Youssef Attal from Nice for £8 million. So he's going to play as that right back for us. Very versatile down this right hand side, which will come in handy over the season. Fit in with the club's objectives of wanting to buy players from the French league as well, obviously buying him from Nice. So yeah, really good first signing. Another one to appease the board. We wanted some more depth in that right wing position, just so Shaqiri doesn't have to play as much, as he's not getting any younger. So for a very cheap fee, we have bought Farid from Angers for £1 million. So I think that was a really good signing. And now one to look at for the future. We're trying to loan him straight out because he has good potential. One of the board objectives, if you remember, was to buy youngsters with the idea of making money off them. So we bought in Ardi Mafundu from Schalke for 600k. So we are at our first match now, and if you have a look, we're not going to put him there, but if you have a look, we are having to play RJPLAYSbadly in goal because Anthony Lopez is actually out injured now for 4 to 6 months. We are trying to make a signing to replace him, but using pretty much all the transfer budget we have left, that isn't going to be until after this game at least. Okay, so here you can see us playing that first 11 as we said at the start of the save that we're going to try and use for this first game against Stade Brest, and let's see if we can get a victory. So every episode we're going to have at least one game live commed for you, so we can see how we're trying to play, talk you through what we want, whether it's going well, and take it from there. Really don't know why the assistants wander between the two lines as they walk out, but that just seems to be what they do. So how I like to play the game, this goes up to the top, match between goes up to quite a bit faster, not that much though, and then we watch the key highlights. There we go, otherwise it's just too long and the seasons take forever. But Brest starting off with some good possession at the defence, but some good pressure from us as well as we go into waiting for the next highlight. So as you can see, two shots, one on target already from us, on a positive mentality straight off as we take over here. Brest maybe looking for a counter, but Denier, who has gone ahead and signed a new contract with us, by the way, gets the ball. Some nice play around the back, a good long ball from Aouar, and what a finish from Moussa Dembele up top. He's definitely going to be one that's going to be around for a little while. But watch this ball from Aouar. Unbelievable, just absolutely launches it over the defenders, chested down and half volleyed, no stopping that for the keeper. 1-0. So yeah, we've been all over them so far, first 16 minutes or so, not even a shot done by Brest yet, especially with this team being the first time they've used this formation. Shaqiri hits the crossbar from that free kick there, nothing to write home about, but here we go, we're back in it. Goal kick from Bizu, but Attal, who's picked up a yellow card on his debut, but the ball's being played round the back nicely. We're holding that possession really well. Shaqiri picks up the ball. Aouar with a great long ball again, and Dembele's tried pretty much the exact same thing there. Here we go with the corner. Shaqiri to swing it in. Good delivery, but nothing comes from it. Can Boateng recycle it? No, not this time. Got some good chances, bear in mind we're not even in the second half yet. Big kick out from Bizu, but Bruno brings it down. Lovely. Good play through the midfield. Shaqiri with a long ball looking for Toko Ekambi. Can't find him. Dembele can though. Plays back to Bruno. Out to Shaqiri. Toko Ekambi. Plays it back to Dembele. 2-0 already. His second goal of the season. First game. Poor Brest coming up against this extremely attacking Lyon side that we've set up here. So we kept the possession for quite a while, although it didn't look like much was coming of it until that pass from Shaqiri. Nice little calm, composed pass into Dembele, and 2-0. 10 shots already in the first 35 minutes is explaining a lot of what's happened here. So they're trying to counter-attack. That is absolutely fair enough. Oh, they're through on goal. Good save from the sub-keeper there. Are looking at bringing in another one, as we said before this game, but he's having a very good game here. Just Lopez is out for far too long for our liking. Great corner, but we can counter here or not. So is that going to do it for the first half? Probably. Yes, it is. So we're going 2-0 at half time. 12 shots, 6 on target with an XG of 0.85. So we're definitely taking our chances. Let's just get straight into the second half. Keep it nice and simple. Let's keep it up. Good play to start off the half. Oh, great ball. I did not expect us to get a goal that early, but the ref's thinking about it. They're going to check for offside here. The goal stands. Okay, third goal. Paqueta playing it to Dembele, plays it back, the 1-2. Toko Akanbe goes for the long run. What a ball, one touch and finish past the keeper. No chance there, 3-0. And as you can see, yeah, definitely onside. Definitely. Okay, here we go. Now, we've basically just got to see this game out, but to get a bit of confidence, we're going to change it from positive to balance, just to keep it nice and steady, not go mad, and try and save a bit of stamina, as Brest have a good attack, but it doesn't quite come to anything. 4 shots from Brest now in the whole game, but they're still coming back into it more than they were in the first half. We're going to look to make a couple of subs here. So Dembele is going to come off for Silimani, very different player. And we're going to bring on the youngster Cherki for Toko Akanbe, as well as Shaqiri is going to come off for the new signing Farid. But not a lot of point, because the end of the game, they just about got on the pitch, but a 3-0 win. What can we say about that? Nothing but the best there. So 3 league games in, and that's where we're going to leave episode 1. As you can see, we won the first game 3-0, as you saw. We then had a disappointing 0-0 draw, which actually, if you look at the statistics, we had 24 shots, 8 on target. We just could not put the ball in the net. Then the next game, back at home, we completely dominated Clermont and won 3-0, having less shots in this game, but more on target with a huge 2.98 XG. So we're going to leave it there. Next episode, we'll be bringing you the final signings of the transfer window and another live game, maybe even the hard game against PSG.